Just sitting in the Sao Paulo airport right now, or one of the airports in Sao Paulo, relaxing. It's about 7:30 here right now at night, and my flight leaves at 11 for New York, and then I should land in New York around 6:30 in the morning, and then at 8:30 I'm leaving from New York to head to Raleigh, North Carolina. So everything's been going well so far. I'm still trying to eat as good as possible, but I'm at the mercy of airplane food. So I had Subway earlier, had a grilled chicken sub, which was about the best thing on the menu. And unfortunately, I think the person at Starbucks put some regular milk in my coffee because I'm lactose intolerant. I specifically asked for lactose-free milk, and my stomach's not feeling too hot right now. So I'm praying for everyone on the plane, including myself, that they didn't put regular milk in my coffee.
Well, maybe not. Trump has one more card to play, depending on whether Republicans in Congress are more loyal to Trump than they are to the country.
Okay, so this is the quarterfinal. I'm going up against a guy from ZR Team in California. Pretty nice guy. I talked to him right before the match. Okay, so I get that initial cross grip, goes directly into my favorite takedown. And the match pretty much stayed here. I passed to half guard and ended up getting an advantage for that, and basically just rode the match out there. Winning 2-0 with an advantage. Pretty uneventful match, but I got the victory. Okay, so this is the match where I tore my pec and bicep tendons, which I'll tell you when that's coming up. This guy is from Atos in San Diego. Same thing. Exact same takedown from the quarterfinals. Passed directly to half guard. Here, he was really good at getting the underhook. And during a scramble that's coming up, I have to whizzer. Right here, we start heading towards the out of bounds. And I'm able to take him over during that scramble into north-south, getting the pass. So we start back in north-south. Here, right when he starts scrambling, right there, I try to pull him back down, and that moment is where I injured myself. Through that scramble, I was able to take him back over, get back into north-south, and that's where the match ended. So I got 2 for the takedown, 3 for that pass during that first scramble, and the match ends here. I know I'm very injured in this moment, so like right there, I just looked at the time. At this point, I'm just holding on for dear life. I'm in so much pain in this moment. So I'm just really wanting the time to end. And I'm already thinking, like, how am I going to fight in the final? I mean, I'm in so much pain in this moment. And as I'm walking off the mat, coming up later, after we shake hands, I actually tell him I just tore my pec. I thought I had tore my pec or injured something up in my shoulder, but I realize now that it's a pec tendon and the upper bicep tendon. I just got called for stalling. I'm trying to move around and look busy, but admittedly, right here, I'm stalling. I'm just trying to get through this match. Every time he tries to scramble out, it's just more painful. So the match is over. You see me just kind of grab my shoulder. Yeah, I'm in a lot of pain here. So got the win there. This guy was a great guy. I talked to him before, actually talked to him on Facebook for about a week or 2 before this competition. Really nice guy. A Navy diver out in San Diego. Big, strong guy. And that set me up for the final. Like I said, I really didn't know if I could even compete, but it's my dream to win Master Worlds, so the guy was going to have to rip my arm off for me to quit in the final. In the final, I had been watching this guy's earlier matches, and I don't know about past matches he's had, but what I noticed was he was keeping his matches on the feet, like very hard to take down. But it's almost as if, he wasn't trying to take his opponent down. But he did a very good job, like right there, he's reaching for my leg. I actually almost get him with my favorite takedown there, but due to my injury, I just couldn't finish. But he was really, really good at being defensive, constantly reaching for my leg, but nowhere close to taking me down. Pulling me down or, attempting to, little foot sweeps. So basically, I'd see him win 0-0, but he would be so much more active than his opponent. So I was thinking before the match, given my injury, if he tries to play this game with me, maybe I can, steal a takedown at the end or, somehow try to be busier than he is. And I quickly saw it was going to be very difficult to beat this guy. My injury, I'm not trying to make excuses, but literally I felt like I was fighting with one arm. So it was a nightmare getting through this match. One thing that I noticed during this match, though, that will be coming up later, is he kept trying to push me out of bounds. Like anytime we got near the yellow, he would try to force me out. So with a couple minutes to go in the match, I was thinking to myself, what can I do? What can I do? And I was like, next time he tries to force me out of bounds, I'm going to collar drag him. I won't score, but it's going to look really good to the ref. If it goes to a ref's decision, if he's looking a little busier than me on the feet, but I can collar drag and throw him out of bounds, that might offset what he's doing. I think on the video, you're only going to see one. There, I'm actually trying to, I successfully get his lapel wrapped over his shoulder. I always do it from the other side, and I wasn't able to pull it off again because with my injury, I was trying to pull his lapel over the shoulder and pass it to my other arm, which I have, but I need him to release the grip. If he were to release his grip to free his arm, I could pull, and I would be able to pull and basically take his back and take him down. But he doesn't take the bait. He was a very, very strong guy. Jason in the semifinals fought him at pans. This guy won pans. So my semifinal opponent and this guy were 1 and 2 in the absolute at pans. So I was talking to Jason about their match, and he told me, he said, this guy's really, really strong. He says, when he grips you, you're going to know it. And he was right. This guy felt really strong. So, again, just trying to get through the match. I hate having matches like this. This is the first time that I've ever had a match like this where it just stayed standing. But under these circumstances, it played to my benefit in the end because I can't say what it would have been like trying to do jiu-jitsu on the ground. So right here is going to be the second time I collar drag him. I want to get my back to the out of bounds because I want him to try to push me out. And as soon as we turn, you'll see him try to drive forward to push me out, and you'll see me collar drag him. And he almost rolls into the people fighting on the other mat. And this is what I believe won the match for me. So we're about to spin. Boom. After that happened, I felt pretty confident because that was the second time I had done that to him during the match. And I personally thought that should offset him just looking a little busier, reaching for my legs and whatnot. I mean, you never know when it goes to the ref's decision. At this point, when I looked over, if I remember correctly, there was roughly 58 seconds to go in the match. So my whole thought pattern here is don't get a penalty, try to look busy, but do not get taken down. Do whatever you can to survive. Okay, so the match is over, 0-0. Now we see what the ref decides. My heart is beating 500 miles an hour in this moment. And right then, I can't even express to you how I felt. Not only relief to get through the match, but, in that moment, my dream was achieved. My dad's in the background freaking out, so it was just an unbelievable moment that I'll never forget. I mean, it would have been great to win regardless, but winning with such an injury. So my dad filmed this, so I apologize for the shaky camera work, and he didn't film in landscape, but I just handed him the phone. Anything he could get was better than nothing. So, but yeah, that was it. That was my experience. It's unbelievable.